We're back on the Clarke and Smith record player, and I'm just installing a couple of new £100k resistors, which I think are causing the problem because they're out of tolerance. So get them in, and see if that sorts out our problem. But I'm going to check a few others as well and see if that let's put that in there we go. Let's get this soldered up. There we go. Apparently I noticed when I turned the light off, the ECL82 in this socket here was actually red plating. So, but it wasn't the valve, because every valve I tried in it did the same thing. So and I'm testing these resistors, found that they're out of tolerance, so they are being replaced. Nice shiny new ones. Right, let's get this soldered. That's that soldered back in. So that's this one here replaced. Let's get my pointer. This one here and this one here. So we've done that one there and that one there. So they've been done. Let's lift this cover back up, because this cover lifts up. Now let's test. There's one here, but don't think this one will be causing the issue, because this goes to the EWC83 and it's not reading much. Oh, hang on. Could have also been crap, and there's a capacitor there. Oh well. Just clean the crap off. There we go. That's reading 120. That's reading 120. That's reading 120, that, folks. I'm going to use my Atlas, my Peak Atlas LCR meter, which is that thing there. I'm going to use that and get a second opinion. Not that I don't trust multimeters, I do trust multimeters. You have to be able to trust them. But a second opinion doesn't hurt. Well, that's reading a capacitor. Let's try again. If not, I'll have to remove it. Yeah, that's reading a capacitor. So there's a capacitor somewhere nearby. So what I'll do, I'll just snip that out of circuit, because every chance it's going to get replaced anyway, so it doesn't matter. Right, so I'm going to get a cup of tea in a minute and gagging. Not a cup of tea for hours, or even maybe a coffee. Resistance 120, 0.6k. That's supposed to be 100k, so it's 20 ohms over, so that can come out. So that can come out, folks, but before I do that, I'm going to go and get myself a cup of tea. And before I do that, I'm going to dig out some 100k resistors. Good job I've got some in stock in it. It's about time I went through my parts box and found some stuff I had, rather than have to put my hand in my pocket. And these are all brand new. So I've got plenty of stuff here, not a problem whatsoever. So we'll get 3 out, because I don't think I'm going to be needing many more of them, because there's not that many of them in there. There's there's one down there. Comes off the what is it? Comes off the gram volume control, but that's probably okay, because the volume goes up okay on everything. But I mean, I get plenty of volume. It's just get a hum that pops up, and it's like shit, really. I mean, what's this resistor down here? I mean, there's another one there. I can't see the value of that. I think that's one of them and all. Let's just see if we can tilt the chassis. Yeah, yellow, black, brown. I think it is. Let me just get me meter. It should give me a accurate reading pretty much, because there's no valve in the socket. Now you see, I like to. There's no valve in the socket, so, and that goes to the. It goes to the valve heater, so it goes to the heater chain anyway. By the look at that, where's this resistor going? It's going to that pin there. There's a lot of crap. Let's just melt the solder. If I melt the solder, there we go. It'll melt the shit. That could even be the frigging problem, you know, because that I can't get a reading off it on my meter. So, oh, for fuck's sake. Pardon my French, but things just really annoy me at times, especially when you clip a lead on it pops back off. .3 ohms. So that's 120, but that's probably right. Yeah. That's probably right, because there's 3 colours on it. That's probably right. I can't really make out the value on everything. Yeah, and there's the other one there. So that's probably 120. They're 120k. So there's a lot of values come off them. Let's bend that down there out of the way. I mean, the rings just rub off in your hand. That's brown, black, brown. That. I'm just going to get myself a cup of tea, folks. Right, we're back. I've just done a precautionary check of the output transformer, and we're good. Thank God. So I'm just checking this. Right, so we're 121 on that resistor, and let's check this resistor down here. We're 94 on there. Right, so 94 is okay, it's near to 100, but 120, that's out of tolerance. So we're going to change. So we're going to change that one. Let's get my pointy thing. Change that one there, folks. So see if I've got some in. Let's have a look in my little box. So we want 100 ohms. So we want 100 ohms. 100 ohms. Right. 100 ohms. There we go. Bloody hell. I'll tell you what. These are a mixture of 100 ohms and bloody everything else. Ooh, Jesus Christ, goes from 100R to 330R in this box. But luckily, we should be able to spot them. There's one. And we only need one. So, yeah, that'll do. Right, so let's cut. So I just chop them out because they're going to be thrown away anyway, the old ones. Right, so and it goes to the anode, or as you Americans like to call it, the plate. Which, to be honest, it's not often I agree with an American. Although I've got nothing against Americans, I subscribe to enough of them on my channel. I think that some of them make very good videos, to be honest. But don't necessarily agree with everything, with every way they speak. I mean, but calling the anode the plate, I do agree with that. Because when we talk about a valve, when we talk about one red plating, we don't say it's red anode in, we say it's red plating. So, you know, we're actually nicking bits of there, they say anyway, but I agree with it. We should call it plate. I mean, I rebuilt practically from scratch a Raw AMI jukebox amplifier to put in my digital jukebox, and those of us that know Raw AMIs will know that they're American, and the schematic was in American terminology, and I never found it a problem at all. And using the word plate actually became second nature to me, you know. So wasn't really a problem. Don't bother me that. Now where's that resistor I just dug out to put in? There it is. It's a little bit smaller, but it'll do. We'd like one the same size, but right. Let's put my sheath over it. Yeah, get the old sheath. Yeah, my sheath ain't long enough. How about that, folks? Or should I say my sheath's too long, which means the resistor leads are a bit short, but it will do. There we go. Now let's get that in position, and once it's actually in position I'll actually solder it up. And I need to move this. It has to go up and not under because I have to move this. Now I need the other sheath. That one's the right length. The resistor's a bit short there, folks. I mean, well, it's not too short, it's just that it's a bit of a nuisance. Well, actually the legs are a bit too short. Let's see if I can manhandle it in with the pliers, because my fingers are a bit fat, as you all know. I might have to put a bit of an extension on this resistor wire. Go and get in your thing. Go on, get in. Now, let's get me poker upper. Try and, no, what I might be better doing is holding that, because that's through now, so I can go with the pliers. Just hook it up so it's in position. There we go. Just, there you are, folks, we're in. Give this a test play in a minute. See if it's cured the problem. I would imagine it probably hasn't, but we'll do a few more checks first. But there we go. Right, we're in there. That's okay. Yeah, we're not touching anything we shouldn't be. I'll just solder this to the transformer a bit better, because I just tacked it on. Right, and we'll shift these for a minute. Right, so we're now 100 ohms on. I didn't actually measure that, did I? I should measure it. I knew it was 100 ohms, but I didn't actually check to see if it was any good. 99.6, yeah, it's good enough. Yeah, that's 100 ohms, near as damn it. Don't like what I did there. Just put a bit of heat shrink or something there. Right, now let's have a look at what we've got. Now we appear to be, this one here is okay, so that doesn't have to be changed. Now, that blobber solder down there, no, it's a bit of a resistor. Oops. Nearly dipped me soldering iron in my brew then. Now let's, there we go. I always tap them to make sure any bits that are in there fall out. So what we're going to do now, folks, we're going to bring the record player back up onto the bench, and I'm going to have to move the camera to do. Hi folks, I think I can call it a day on the Clarke and Smith record player. It's I replaced the 100 ohm resistor and replaced those 100k resistors, and that is about as best as I think I'm going to get it. But there's no more red plating, the sound doesn't go distorted, it stays nice and clear. I'll just put it on and let you have a listen. And there we have it, folks. The Clarke and Smith what is it? I can't remember. GP7 MXA, school record player from the late 50s, early 60s, and it is now fully working correctly. There's still a bit of a hum there, but there's nothing really I can do about it. You can't hear it over the records, it doesn't get any louder. It comes on that loud and stays that loud. No matter what I do, I can't do anything about that, so all I need to do now is just give the amplifier chassis a clean, and that's all done. Give the chassis a clean, give everything a bit of a wipe down, we'll get the dust off, put the screws back in the motor board, and this is going to be my record player for the front room. I'm going to put it in my front room, and after all the work I've done on it, I'm going to enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and the next project, next thing I'm going to look at is probably Monday. It's going to be a FAL amplifier. I'm going to look at that because I can't see me getting my capacitors for my radio before the middle of next week, so there's nothing really I can do with that. That Echo VHF FM radio, only VHF stroke FM only radio. There's not much I can do with that, so I've got an amplifier under there, a PAL amplifier, that brown thing. I'm going to pull that up on the bench and have a look at that over the week. Probably won't be tomorrow, well, won't be today. I'm going to work soon. But I just had to get my record player fixed. I was going to leave this and do it later today after dinner, but I just had to get it fixed. I just wanted it done, and it's done now. So if anything else crops up that I think you should know about, then I will certainly let you know. But I think for now, that's it. All sorted. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and like I say, more to come later. Bye for now.